Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys, that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grimes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense working from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Complete to the left. Oh, a lot of space. He's loose. The 30. He's at the touchdown. Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain. David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Just never had a chance to shake loose. And brought down at the 24. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires left. He's got an open man. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown, and that was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete downfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff to the lone back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Tyson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to throw. It's Levitt. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Gain of 19 on the play. Gear up for first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, South Carolina 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. They're setting up the screen. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Sun Devils will have it first and 10. Using his legs, it's Udo. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the run.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He's got him still on his feet. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Tosses it incomplete.
He The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
It's a seam wide open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Udo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air on second down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He rifles one deep to the left. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the second half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. back to pass. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Steps away. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Under fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Brown. Turning on the Jets. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Puts it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Sellers. Skips away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to slam in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance.
And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention.